My name is Chevis Davis, okay, when we're here for Career Day, okay? So I may be a little bit different than most of the people that you're going to meet today because I am what's called an entrepreneur. Anybody know what an entrepreneur is? Nobody?
I know an entrepreneur, but I forgot.
Okay, a painter?
I know, but I forgot what they do.
Forgot? Okay, anybody?
An artist?
Okay, it could be an artist. Anybody else? A singer? Okay. Those are all good answers. You got one too? A painter? All right. All those are good answers. All right. So entrepreneur is a person that they're their own boss. All right. So they create businesses or they have a business. Okay. So all your answers are correct because anybody who does those things can be an entrepreneur. All right. So entrepreneur, it means someone that takes risks. The actual word means someone that takes risks. Do anybody like taking risks? Yeah, all right. So everybody like to take risks, all right? So taking a risk means that potentially things could go wrong or things could go right. So an entrepreneur is a person that does that. So they take a chance in life where they may say, I'm going to go try something new or be something different that everybody else is doing. So most people may have an employer, they may have a job, all right? But an entrepreneur, they create their own job and they hire people. All right, so that's what an entrepreneur does, okay? Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Who can name one entrepreneur that they could think about? Okay, me. Yep, Chevis Davis. I'm one. Very good. Okay, now let's name a person, like a person that you may see on TV or a movie or something. Okay, what does she do?
She writes speeches.
Very good, very good. She's an entrepreneur. Michael Jordan, he's also an entrepreneur. What's his business? He's a basketball player, but that's what he does. That's his career. That's his job. But his business is Nike Jordan. All right. All right. What else? All right. Last one. Last one. Jackie Robinson was a baseball player. So the difference between an athlete being an entrepreneur and being an athlete is two separate things. All right. So if I'm a basketball player, that's my job. But once I finish basketball and I open up a restaurant, that's my business. All right? Y'all understand the difference? So if I'm a teacher, I used to be a teacher. I was an art teacher at an elementary school, middle school, and a high school, right? So that was my job. But when I wasn't at work, I was building my business. All right? So I'll tell you a little bit about my businesses as well. All right? So this is my first business. It's called Paint with Faith. All right? We do motivational painting classes. Anybody like to paint? Oh, good, good. See, all y'all will be my customers, okay? So, so what we would do is we would come out and then we would come to your school, or we can do a teacher work day or teacher appreciation day. And we would come to your school. We would set up these easels. All right, we'll give you paint. And then we'll teach you how to do a painting class. All right? So this is what I do for a living. So I go from Dade County to Broward County to West Palm Beach, teaching classes to all types of people. I go to people businesses. I go to people jobs. I go all over the place to teach people how to paint. All right? And so we created a new part of our business that teach kids how to do comic books and animation. All right? So y'all know.
That's cute.
I mean, I do love anime, so I do like animation.
You like anime and animation? So this is what we do. This is what I do all day. So when I was an art teacher, I used to teach art, right? And then I said, there's got to be another way to do this. And so I did teaching in the daytime, and at night I would go do these classes. And then it got to the point where I was doing so many classes that I had to stop teaching. All right. And some of your teachers may be entrepreneurs as well. When the summertime, they don't have, teaching you guys. In the summer, they may have their own business where they make money as well. All right. Any questions about that? Okay. So I'm going to move on. So I'm what's called a serial entrepreneur. Everybody like cereal? Yeah. All right. But not that type of cereal, okay? So a serial entrepreneur is a person that creates multiple businesses or have multiple businesses, all right? So more than one. So Paint with Faith is one of my businesses. And I'm going to give you guys a fun fact, all right? If you decide to be an entrepreneur, when you leave, right? Like I said, what does entrepreneur mean? Anybody remember?
It means when a person has a job and they start a business.
Very good, but I said something at the beginning.
An entrepreneur is a person that has their own business.
Right, but they take what? What's the big word?
Risk.
Risk. Very good. So if you decide to not go to college, if you decide not to work for somebody else, you're taking a risk to be an entrepreneur. But you got to be dedicated to what you're doing. All right, you got to be committed. And sometimes you make money, and sometimes you don't. But guess what? It's on you to make sure that you are successful. You can't lean and depend on anybody else. It's going to be on you. All right? So a serial entrepreneur is someone that creates multiple businesses. So I have not just one business, but I had 4. I sold 1. But now I only have 3. But I'm looking to do another business. All right? Now I'm going to give you a fun fact. I'm going to ask you at the end if you know what this is. 9 out of 10 businesses fail. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. 9 out of 10 businesses fail. Right? 9 out of 10. So only one makes it. Okay? If you do your math, everybody good at math? All right? If you put 10 minus 9, how many makes it? 1. All right? So the chances of you creating a successful business are very small. But you can do it. I was able to do it, and you can do it too. So what I learned from one of my mentors is if 9 out of 10 businesses fail, how many businesses should I try to do? This is a hard question. No, you don't want to try what? Let me ask you a question. 5 is better. 2,
No, wait.
4, 3. You're getting closer.
9.
10. You want to try 10 businesses, all right? Yeah.
To see if they're
Wait, this is a good answer.
to see if they actually don't make it or if they do make it.
Very good. So if I say 9 out of 10 businesses fail, and I try my first one, I fail, you might not want to try again, right? Yeah. But if you try again, the second one might do a little bit better, right? And then you try a third one, fourth one, fifth one. Maybe before you get to 10, you're successful. And that's what happened to me. I told myself, I'm going to try 10 businesses, right? Because I know one is going to make it, right? I want to increase the odds, increase the limit. So I said, by the time I got to my fifth business, which was Paint with Faith, I became very successful. Because now, everything that you learn, you'll be able to use. The skill sets, the mistakes that you make. Entrepreneurs fail a lot, and that's why they become successful. All right? How much time do I have? What time I go to the next? 9:45. 9:45. Okay, so I got a few more minutes. I want you guys to have some questions. So, my second business. I'll tell you about my second business, then I'll tell you about my third one. Because it's easier to talk about the second one. The second business I have is a convenience store. Anybody went to the corner store? Yeah. Where we sell chips and juice and candy. So I own one of those in another state. All right? So in New York, I have a company called Smiley's Convenience Store. I named it Smiley's because that's my dad's nickname, so I named the store after him. And so we sell chips and juice and all those snacks that you like to have during the daytime. You have a question? You love New York? Okay, cool. All right, so I'll get your questions in a few minutes. So with this convenience store, I go back and forth between New York and Miami like once or twice a month. Like I'm leaving tomorrow to go to New York, then I'll be back here on Monday. All right, so that's the second business. The third business I had was called Grandma Gail's Wash House. All right, I named a laundromat after my mom because, I love my mom and dad. So I named one business after her and one business after him. That's the business I sold in 2024, last year, January. All right, this is the last one. To me, this is one of the coolest ones. You guys excited? Yeah. This is one of the coolest ones for me because I've been doing this since I was your age, right? And so the cool thing about being an entrepreneur, you can be any age. You guys can start a business right now. And what's really cool is that people like to give kids money, right? So if you started a business to say, hey, I want to sell candy or chips or cupcakes, people will be like, oh, that's so cute, and then give you money. All right, that's just a cheat code if you want to be able to be an entrepreneur. Lemonade stand, all of that. All right, so the video is not showing, but my last and my favorite business, none of the pictures work, are comic books. I make comic books for a living. All right. So this is my comic book. Oh, let me see. I have some with me.
We're looking to see those put into our sitting quietly. Maybe you may have a chance to even touch the book. We're not sure.
All right. So I make comic books for a living. All right. So when I was a kid, I used to love watching cartoons, and I love making comic books. All right. Since I was in 6th grade. So I do this for a living. I make comic books and I make cartoons. The video is not showing. I have an animation because we're going from making the comic books to making an animated series. All right, about the comic books. And so this is what I'm gonna pass these around a little bit so you can look through them, just to see how they look. Take like 2 seconds, look at it, flip through it, and then pass it to the person next to you. But that's what I do. That's my last business. So I sell comic books. We have audio books where you can listen to the books online on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all of those things. You can listen to them. And then our goal is to have a movie or a cartoon. All right, let me see if I have a
Yo, what was that? That's why I sounded like,
You come in so interesting.
We will control.
Pass that one back.
If you gonna pass it around,
And you can just pass that one back. I have a few. All right, so while they're passing the comic books around, do y'all have any questions?
Where can we buy you?
All right, so if you want to buy them,
And do you have any other
it's a lower
comic price?
yeah, I have other comics. So there's a total of 10 comic books that I created. All right, it's called The Whole Armor, and then type comic book. All right, so if you want to buy them, oh, here we go. It'll come up. So you can see some of the cartoon right here. Question? Yep, that's what I have on my shirt. Any other questions? Yeah, so that's artist. There you go.
a cheetah.
Entrepreneur. Question in the back? Yeah, the comic books are on sale. If you go to this website, thewholearmorcomicbook.com, you can buy the comic books online.
Oh, I want to make the whole comic.
You still watch Cinderella? Okay, that's good. All right, anybody else? Yeah, I have 4 sons.
Only boys?
4 sons, only boys, yep.
Oh, that's good.
It's easier.
I only got 4 sisters.
Well, see, there you go.
I have 3 sisters. Wait, 3 sisters.
That was like a personal question.
Wait, what?
So interesting.
I have 5 sisters.
I'm into this.
Oh, wow. That's Tania? Question. The Whole Armor, right? Like The Whole Armor, and then put comicbook.com.
It was just on the board.
Yeah, it's gonna say it again, I think.
The whole armor.
The Whole Armor, and then just put comic book. Any more questions?
I have 7 sisters.
Can I make my own?
Absolutely. All right, so the last thing I'll tell you all, let me have your attention. So I actually do another part of my business, which is Paint with Faith. We teach kids how to do comic books. So if you go into one of the nonprofit organizations that I work with, you'll be able to make comic books with me. So as you go into middle school, because I work with middle school programs, there's a couple of nonprofits that allow the kids to make comic books. So if you go to one of those schools, you'll probably make a comic book with me. So we're going to expand this year, so there'll be more opportunities for you to be able to make your own comic book.
So you're saying we have a chance that y'all can make it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we can like write down any idea and we just got to make the like illustration.
I got my idea.
Yep, so what we do is
But I
we...
can't draw.
It doesn't matter if you can draw, because comic books we do as a team, right? So let's say you have a good idea, she's good at writing the idea, and he's good at drawing. We will use teamwork to make the comic book. That's how we do it.
favorite animator had passed away, Akira Toriyama.
That's what he created.
Dragon Ball.
There you go. I was about to say, that's your favorite anime? Okay. All right, we got a few more minutes. Any last questions?
My favorite anime is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay. My son liked to watch that one too.
Do you have houses like in winter and everything, or do you just like just use a hotel?
So that's a good question. Very good question, because I didn't even mention this. I do have another business. So my other business is real estate and real estate investing. So I have a house here, and then when I go to Rochester, New York, the store that I own, it has a house on top of it. So I live upstairs above.
You're hard.
Wait, you get snacks for free?
Well, I don't get the snacks for free because I bought all of them. So I paid to fill the store, but my kids go and get it for free. They can go get snacks all day.
Look, there's a 7-Eleven by school, and then there's a corner store like right next to it, and then there's like houses on top.
Exactly, it's just like that.
It's right by the corner of my
And
house.
it's great.
You went to New York before? Good. So yeah, if you go, like I said, if you listen to Spotify or Pandora or Apple Music and you search the whole Armor comic book, you'll hear some of the songs that we have, and you'll be able to listen to some of the comic books as well. Time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Great to meet you. Again, you can check us out on the website. You can go to our Paint with Faith YouTube page as well if you want to learn how to draw and paint. And all of that is on there as well. All right. Bye, everyone. All right. Appreciate it. So there's a total of 10 comic books that I drew and I wrote. All right. So there's a lot.
All right, he says he's from New York. So tell me, what's memoir? His name is known in New York.
Oh, we're going right across? That's easy.